What happens when you invest $150,000 into a new business and a global pandemic spoils your dreams within 3 months of the purchase? How do you pivot when the target market disappears and this investment could be a total failure before the ink dries on the contract? Perfect Plates, a catering and quick service restaurant in Tampa, Florida, has been trying to find the answers to these questions for the last 11 months. Owner Chef Sean has attempted to turn an inevitable demise into an optimistic remodel of his business plan to stay afloat during these difficult times. Small business is a major contributor to the economic growth of the country. In fact, in January of 2019, the Small Business Association, where small business is defined as under 500 employees, reported that 44% of the economic output was from small business and makes up 2/3 of all hires. In just a year's time from the report, COVID-19 changed the landscape of businesses. As a result of COVID-19 and its impact to the economy, small businesses have suffered the most. In 2019, Perfect Plates decided to leverage its success as a fine dining caterer and open a quick service restaurant in Tampa's business district. Using his own capital to fund the purchase, Chef Sean wanted to create more opportunity to strengthen his brand, Perfect. In December of 2019, Perfect Plates Express opened its doors, and Chef Sean's vision of fine dining and grab-and-go gourmet bites were both entered into the Tampa markets. It seems that everything was falling into place for Chef Sean. However, success was short-lived. In a little over 3 months, restaurants in the Tampa area and around the country were left scrambling as either a mandatory or voluntary shutdown ensued. The pandemic has kept friends and families apart by forcing people to stay at home to practice social distancing. Working from home became the standard, and office buildings have emptied. According to a report by Justin Gwynn of Microsoft News, 94% of small businesses have reported a negative effect as a result of the pandemic, with restaurants, retailers, and healthcare among the hardest hit. Perfect Plates Express was not immune to this pandemic. Revenues dipped to 5% of the daily sales from January to April. With people having to follow strict guidelines to stay safe, businesses like Perfect Plates had to create new and innovative approaches to stay alive. Chef Sean and his staff were faced with a choice: to find a new way for his customers to access his product and services, or be left in the dust. He refused to shut his doors, although his original target market for this new restaurant were, like most, working from home. If they couldn't come to him, he would go to them. Families were learning to cope with remote working, virtual schooling, and entire families being at home around the clock, adding additional pressure to working parents who already had limited time. Chef Sean was able to identify that his fine dining skills and new kitchen could generate a service that would eliminate the shopping and food preparation for those who need dinners delivered. With this new market emerging from the pandemic, Chef Sean was able to make the switch from a corporate luncheonette void of potential customers to a multifunctional kitchen equipped to deliver prepared meals by servicing a growing need. This switch was not easy. The original business model was fully supported by walk-in customers. Therefore, an online presence was needed. Chef Sean developed a modern and inviting website complete with an easy ordering system that would also enable a delivery service. Other takeout and delivery services already had the fast food dining experience in hand. This allows for an easy change for those who already have that experience. Even with these additions to his operation, Chef Sean's revenue continued to be significantly below previous sales. According to the same report from Justin Gwynn, 51% of small businesses adopted a work-from-home strategy, and 33% plan to do so permanently. Chef Sean needed to continue to innovate. Knowing he had to do something or close his doors, Chef Sean used his fine dining skills to create date night dinners. This new menu allowed for a traditional restaurant dining experience at home. He did not stop there. Chef Sean began to market to the surrounding businesses of his restaurant to determine who still had employees in their offices. He partnered with several companies who used on-site cafeterias that were closed. Yet, they still needed dining for essential employees. Perfect Plates landed several ongoing catering jobs that brought his daily revenue back to a more manageable level. He doubled down on dinner deliveries by expanding to a holiday campaign. By finding a new way to appeal to those wanting to celebrate with close family and friends, he offered a smaller gourmet dinner instead of the traditional large fare on holiday dinner tables. These efforts expanded his brand to an entirely new group of individuals and has afforded his business to stay afloat. Corporate holiday parties have given way to a virtual cooking class, where his team delivers the ingredients to individuals' homes. Customers then join the host and chef, Sean, through Zoom to help prep the meals together. This gives a new and exciting twist to the Perfect Plates services. Perfect Plates and Chef Sean are still creating new and innovative approaches to offer his customers. He has vowed to never stop evolving to meet his customers' needs. Perfect Plates by Chef Sean is an amazing example of the importance of repositioning a business.